I'm John Lugbill, Executive Director of the Sports Backers, and welcome to the 30th Annual Richmond Times-Dispatch Sports Backers Scholar Athlete Awards Program. We're here to celebrate the accomplishments of these impressive seniors who have excelled in sports and the classroom. Congratulations to all the finalists. Not only is the Scholar Athlete Program celebrating its 30th anniversary this year, but so is Sports Backers. I want to thank our donors, sponsors, volunteers, staff, board, and our participants in our events and programs for fighting together with us to inspire active living in all corners of the community this past year. Our events were different, our programs were more distant, but our impact kept going, just like all of you. Now I'd like to introduce Mike Svetitz with the Richmond Times-Dispatch for a greeting this evening.
Thanks, John. The Richmond Times-Dispatch is grateful for our partnership with the Sports Backers' long-standing tradition of honoring scholar athletes throughout the Richmond region. The Richmond Times-Dispatch has a long history of covering high school athletics and supporting high school athletics, and not only in their academic endeavors, but also on the athletic fields and courts. The Times-Dispatch would like to take this opportunity to congratulate all the scholar athletes, whether they're mentioned in tonight's program or not. And if you want to read more about high school sports in the Richmond region, or really anything that's happening in our area, go to richmond.com.
Generous individuals and businesses have joined us in shining a spotlight on our region's best scholar athletes. It is because of these supporters and our Scholar Athletes Scholarship Endowment donors that these students are being recognized for their incredible achievements. A special thank you to our scholarship level sponsors, including Bobby and Jane Ukrop, the Ted Cox Memorial Scholarship, Universal Leaf Foundation, KPMG, Williams Mullen, McGuire Woods, Truist Securities, and Dixon Hughes Goodman. And to the Richmond Times-Dispatch, our lead partner in this program for 30 years, a special thank you to everyone on the Richmond Times-Dispatch team that's played a part in this year's program. We're proud to work alongside you on this marquee event. Our hosts for the evening, Tim Perrell and Zach Joaquin, both with the Richmond Times-Dispatch, will take it from here.
Thanks, John. As we celebrate 30 years of the Richmond Times-Dispatch Sports Backer Scholar Athlete Award Program, we're incredibly proud of this long-standing relationship. Year after year, these scholarships have been made possible through charitable gifts. Please consider supporting a future scholar athlete through a donation to the Scholar Athlete Scholarship Endowment. You can make a donation by following the link. As we begin closing out the 2021 academic and high school sports calendar, this class proves to be some of our most resilient student athletes to date. Despite the school year and sports seasons looking incredibly different, from virtual classes to mask on for team pictures, the class of 2021 certainly did not fall short of an incredible list of accomplishments and many things to be proud of. We are very excited to celebrate our 2021 Richmond Times-Dispatch Sports Backers Scholar Athletes this evening. And while we certainly all wish we were together in person, we are thrilled to still have the opportunity to honor the amazing achievements of our class of 2021 Scholar Athletes. As a note, a lot of our Scholar Athletes had games, matches, meets, and even in some cases, entire seasons canceled. There are also some really just getting started with their senior seasons, so the list of accomplishments for a lot of these scholar athletes is only growing. This group will inspire you and provide all of us with hope for an even brighter future. We would like to start the evening by presenting our Williams Mullen Community Impact Award winners. Meredith Haynes, an attorney at Williams Mullen, is here to do the honors.
Thanks, Tim. As Tim said, I am Meredith Haynes, an attorney at Williams Mullen, and I am thrilled to present the Williams Mullen Community Impact Award. This award goes to a high school sports team that is improving their community through volunteerism, fundraising, and other altruistic activities. The winning team receives a $2,500 award, which will be made on the winner's behalf to the school to grow their exemplary impact on the community. This year, as we all know and have felt, was a challenging one, and this was especially true for our student athletes. The school year looked different, and for many meant learning in front of a screen. Practices looked different, and in some cases were not an option at all, as entire seasons were canceled due to the pandemic. This made gathering as a team for any additional activities particularly difficult, and we are so inspired by the teams who are able to make a difference in their communities despite the circumstances. This year's Williams Mullen Community Impact Award winner went above and beyond. They have had to learn virtually all year and had to forgo their season, but they did not let either of these things dampen their spirits or desire to give back. So without further ado, I would like to introduce you to this year's winner, the George Wythe girls volleyball team. The Lady Bulldogs volleyball team participated in a number of community service projects, which they describe as vital for them as students, their school, and their community this year. One of those projects was the Turkey Dinner Giveaway, which provides Thanksgiving meals to families in the community. The team collected turkeys and canned goods and delivered the meals to families in need. In addition, to help decrease the spread of COVID-19, the team worked together to deliver PPE to senior citizens. They also hosted a litter pickup to beautify and promote pride in their community. As their school and fellow classmates embarked on a year of virtual learning, the Lady Bulldogs helped pack school supply bags and delivered Chromebooks to students who were unable to pick them up themselves. They also delivered gifts to their peers to help keep one another connected and motivated. Finally, the Lady Bulldogs volleyball team participated in the Y Street Rev Your Bev program, which is an initiative of the Virginia Foundation for Healthy Youth and is Virginia's largest youth-led volunteer program. Y Street launched in 2004 and has trained over 9,000 youth to work on two major issues: tobacco and obesity prevention. The team did not let their virtual learning environment stop their efforts to spread the word and bring awareness to the community to drink water instead of high-sugar beverages. Through the Rev Your Bev campaign, the team worked to support Virginia schools' ability to promote and increase access to water through comprehensive policy adoption. One of the team members even spoke recently at the RPS School Health Advisory Board. Through this project, along with their other tremendous efforts, the George Wythe girls volleyball team is taking a stand for a healthy community. We are incredibly proud of you and the work you have done to make your community better. Thank you, and congratulations again to the George Wythe girls volleyball team.
Thanks, Meredith, and congratulations to the George Wythe High School girls volleyball team. Your impact has us smiling and inspired. Next, we have the privilege to announce the 2021 recipients of the Cheryl L. Oliver and Raymond D. Patterson Memorial Scholarship. These two awards will be presented for the third time tonight and are presented in honor of two beloved Sportsbackers staff members. The winners will each receive $2,500. Sportsbackers created these two scholarships in an effort to better serve Richmond area high school scholar athletes with demonstrated financial need. First, Cheryl. She worked relentlessly to expand Sportsbackers' reach into underserved communities. Well known for her involvement in the Black Girls Run and Richmond running communities, Cheryl's work at Sportsbackers focused on bringing physical activity opportunities to Richmond's most vulnerable youth. We lost Cheryl 7 years ago and wish to honor her life by providing an opportunity to Richmond's next generation of female leaders. The recipient of this year's Cheryl L. Oliver Memorial Scholarship is Alyssa Patterson of L.C. Byrd High School. Alyssa graduates from L.C. Byrd High School with a 4.53 GPA. She played 4 years of varsity softball and 3 years of varsity field hockey and was named most improved on the field hockey team. Outside of the classroom and athletic fields, Alyssa participated in marching band and Girl Scouts throughout her entire high school career and was named National Honor Society her junior and senior year. Alyssa will be attending James Madison University in the fall. And now, let's get to know Alyssa a little better.
I'm going to college for health sciences, so I'm able to do medical classes, and I really love those. Anything chicken, I can go to any restaurant, and then as long as there's something on the menu with chicken in it, I will try it. My first job, I wanted to be a teacher. I guess elementary school just made me so excited to be around people. Definitely Grey's Anatomy. I've been listening to a lot of country music. So a lot of Luke Combs, a lot of Morgan Wallen. A while ago, I was shuffling my music, and it was this song from SpongeBob, and I don't know where it came from. If I could be an animal, I would be a cat because they get to lay around all day, but I would definitely be a cat. My cat, he has a pretty great life.
Congratulations, Alyssa.
Now on to the Raymond D. Patterson Memorial Scholarship, which will go to a college-bound senior boy. Ray's leadership role at Sportsbackers during his 10 years with the organization resulted in deep connections within the community and enabled Sportsbackers to expand its mission to include all corners of the Richmond region. Ray was well known for his love for the community and his ability to see the promise in Richmond's most challenged youth. We lost Ray in the summer of 2016 and hope to build a legacy in his honor through this scholarship. The recipient of this year's Raymond D. Patterson Memorial Scholarship is Omaree Davao of Douglas Freeman High School. Omaree has been a standout member of the Mavericks basketball team. During his junior year, he was named third team All-Region and currently holds the school record for most three-pointers made in a single game with 9. He is an honor roll student, member of the Black Student Union, and has volunteered with the Freeman Project, working to refresh and beautify the high school's grounds and facilities. COVID canceled his senior basketball season, and he plans to continue his basketball career at Virginia Wesleyan College. And now let's get to know Omaree a little better.
I think my best sports memory is probably the home game at Godwin my junior year. That was probably one of my favorite games because it was just, I don't know, the energy of the crowd and I just love it. My favorite food would probably be pizza. I really wanted to be in the NBA. That's just always been a lifelong goal for me. So I still feel like that's still a dream. I'll probably say Lord of the Flies that we read this year in English. That was a pretty good book. It was really interesting. Our playlist consists of a lot of Lil Baby, Polo G. It's just a mixture of everything. I like hip hop, but then I throw in a little bit of R&B in there sometimes. It would probably have to be Good Days. Good Days, definitely. The Miami Heat, I love that team. I've always loved them.
Congratulations, Omaree.
Now, we will move on to our 16 Scholar Athlete finalists. So without further ado, our first female finalist is Hannah Powell of Deep Run High School. Hannah was a varsity member of field hockey, lacrosse, and basketball teams during her high school career. She led the field hockey team in goals and assists her junior and senior seasons and was named 2018 and 2019 second team All-State. On the lacrosse pitch, she was listed first team All-Region and Metro in 2019. Hannah did not take it easy her senior year in the classroom, taking 6 AP classes and 1 honors class. She's graduating a member of the National Beta Club, Mu Alpha Theta, and served as the SCA treasurer, lead mentor, and pink out leader. Hannah will be attending Duquesne University in the fall to play lacrosse. And now let's get to know Hannah a little better.
I've just always loved math ever since I was young. It just sometimes clicks in my head, and I like that I can find an exact answer every time I do it. Wow, that's a hard question. My favorite food, I would probably say probably sushi. I really like sushi. When I was a kid, I've just always kind of wanted to be a doctor. And as I've grown older, I've honestly kept with that same job. I still strive for that every day. That's what's kind of pushed me in the classroom, is because I hope to become a doctor or a surgeon one day. My favorite show, I would say Grey's Anatomy, just because I love all the doctors, or Vampire Diaries. Oh gosh, it's probably some sad song that I listen to, and it hypes me up. Honestly, before games, I sometimes listen to sad songs, and sometimes it just gets me going. I would say Cheetah. Just be fast, run all over the place.
Congratulations, Hannah.
Carter Morris of Mills Godwin High School. Carter was a 4-year starter on the Godwin varsity soccer team, as well as a 2-year starter on the varsity football team. In 2019, he was voted first team All-Region and second team All-State in boys soccer, making him a key player on Godwin's 2019 state championship team. He is a member of multiple honor societies and won the 2020 Richmond Beekeepers Association Award at the Metro Richmond STEM Fair. He is a member of the Godwin Medical Club, Key Club, and Beta Club. He is also an Eagle Scout, and he will attend the University of Virginia in the fall. And now let's get to know Carter a little better.
My best sports memory is probably winning the state championship. my sophomore year of high school. My favorite subject in school is probably math. I've always enjoyed math. My favorite food is probably, I always like having a burger or Chinese food's good. Probably Impractical Jokers. It's a really fun show. I like to watch that with my family sometimes. I really like to listen to J. Cole. Would probably be some Ed Sheeran songs. If I could be any animal, I would probably choose to be some sort of bird. I think it'd be cool to fly. My favorite sports team is Chelsea. It's a football club in London. I followed them for quite a few years.
Congratulations, Carter.
Jada Walker of Henrico High School. Jada was a standout on the basketball court for the Warriors. She has been named RTD First Team, All-Region, and First Team All-State. She graduates with 1,990 points in 3 seasons of play, and last year averaged 27 points, 6 steals, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists per game. Jada is a McDonald's All-American and won at the Geico National Championship, where she was named MVP. Off the court, Jada has filled her high school career with honors in AP classes, received Spanish honors, the President's Award for Educational Excellence, and Honor Roll. Jada will be attending the University of Kentucky on a full academic and athletic scholarship, where she will play basketball for the Wildcats. And now let's get to know Jada a little better.
I would say my best sports memory is winning a national championship in the 10th grade. I have a lot, but I would say my favorite food is pizza, just because it's the quickest and I'm always on the road with basketball and stuff. The first job that I wanted as a kid was to be a coach, just because my parents are coaches. My favorite artist has to be between J. Cole and Lil Baby. Both of them are equally as good to me. My favorite subject is math because it's challenging and I like to solve problems. My favorite TV show is tied between 2 shows. All-American is 1, and then Power is 2. I would choose a lion just because it's a big animal and I'm small. I mean, I would consider myself a lion anyway, even though I am small, but yeah, that's my favorite animal.
Congratulations, Jada.
Charlie Eunice of Maggie Walker Governor School. Charlie is a 3-sport athlete for the Dragons, playing on their boys volleyball, soccer, and basketball teams. In volleyball, he was a 2019 first-team All-State selection, and in soccer, he earned first-team All-Region as a defender in 2019. As a volleyball team setter, he has a school record in assists over 2 varsity seasons with 1,015, making him an important part of the Dragons' run to a state championship match in both 2019 and 2021. With a 4.59 GPA, he is a member of multiple honor societies and is a 2-time Sabre Diamond Dollars baseball mathematical analysis competition participant. He's also co-founded the Serving Bowls Project, raising $13,000 for Feeding America. He will be attending the College of William & Mary in the fall as a Monroe Scholar. And now let's get to know Charlie a little better.
Math, but not just like normal math, like math modeling and like sabermetrics, which is sort of like data analytics. Favorite food is definitely burgers. Anyone that knows me knows that I can tell you the ins and outs of a good burger. I wanted to be a sports journalist when I was younger because I was sort of obsessed with fantasy football and I just wanted to talk about it all day. Breaking Bad. I've read books about the show. I love that show more than anything. Right now, Kendrick Lamar hasn't released anything in a long time, but I constantly go back to his previous stuff. Same with Kanye West. That would be a cheetah. I think that they're super interesting. My favorite sports team is the newly named Washington football team. I don't play football. I wish I could. I've been worshiping them since I was like 2 years old.
Congratulations, Charlie.
Kate Miller of Atlee High School. Kate was a 4-year letter winner on both the field hockey and lacrosse teams. On the field hockey team, Kate was a 2-year captain and named 2019 Region B Player of the Year and First Team All-Metro, while this season she was named Co-Region Player of the Year. Kate also excelled in lacrosse, and her sophomore year was named Class 5 Virginia State Player of the Year and a U.S. Lacrosse All-American. She graduates as a 3-time Under Armour All-American selection and holds the record for most goals and points for Atlee's lacrosse program. Kate also served the community during her high school career. She was a Night to Shine buddy, Young Life participant, and served meals at Shepherd's Way Homeless Shelter. Next year, Kate will be attending the University of Virginia on a scholarship to play lacrosse. And now, let's get to know Kate a little better.
When I was little, I really wanted to be a marine biologist. My favorite book, as of right now, I just read The Glass Castle by Jeanette Walls. My favorite show has got to be Grey's Anatomy. I'm a big fan of country music, so I've been listening to a lot of like Chris Stapleton, Tyler Childers, artists like that. Probably the most embarrassing song, it's been kind of like a TikTok trend recently, but the song Castaways by the Backyardigans. Not gonna lie, I've been a fan. If I could be any animal, I would probably choose to be a dolphin. I feel like they have a pretty good life. My favorite sports team has got to be the Cleveland Browns. My family lived in Cleveland for a while, so we instantly became fans.
Congratulations, Kate.
Quintin Dingeldine of Monacan High School, whose scholarship was presented by KPMG. Quint has been a 4-year varsity golf player for the Chiefs with a career 9-hole stroke average of 36.8. He was this year's Region 4B champion and a 2-time Richmond Times-Dispatch All-Metro selection. With a 4.6 GPA, he is a 4-time Distinguished Honor Roll student and helped to raise $3,500 for the Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation through AJGA Leadership Links. Quint will continue to play golf for the Leopards of Lafayette College, where he will attend this fall. And now let's get to know Quint a little better.
Yeah, I would say my favorite subject is definitely math. I've always enjoyed kind of getting a problem and having to solve it. My favorite food is probably any form of Italian. Probably have that way more often than I should, probably 3 times a week. Anything with like drama or crime. I enjoyed watching Breaking Bad. That's probably my favorite show of all time. I listen to a bit of like modern day rap and then a bit of old school like 80s hits as well. Maybe an Eagle of some sort. Why not? The Washington football team is probably, because I watch NFL the most, looking forward to it this season. Hopefully they can do a little bit better.
Congratulations, Quint.
Kieran Slayton of Maggie Walker Governor's School, whose scholarship is presented by Williams Mullen. Kieran was a standout softball player for the Green Dragons. She was a 4-year varsity starting catcher, 3-year team captain, and her team's MVP freshman through senior year. She was named first-team All-Metro catcher and All-Region catcher in 2019. She graduates with a .505 batting average, 1.183 on-base percentage, and 90.5% caught stealing. Off the field, Kieran had an equally impressive high school academic career. She is a forensic state champion and national qualifier in oral declamation. She was named the Jazz Band Assessment Outstanding Soloist for the saxophone. Kieran served as the 2020-21 yearbook editor-in-chief for Maggie Walker's award-winning yearbook. Kieran will be continuing her softball and academic careers next year at Tufts University. And now, let's get to know Kieran a little better.
I don't know if this counts as a job, but I did want to be a princess for a long time. There's this book called Heartless by Marissa Mayer. It's a twist on Alice in Wonderland. My favorite subjects in school are probably English and history. Okay, so my favorite food in the world is strawberries. They've been my favorite food since I was little. I called them Bababoos all growing up. I listen to a lot of country music, so I really love Luke Combs. The most embarrassing song on my playlist, I have an entire playlist dedicated to instrumental movie themes. I think a golden retriever would be a good one because they get to interact. Everybody always wants to come up and talk, pet a golden retriever and love on a golden retriever, and they're really social, and I'm also really social. My favorite college softball team is probably the Washington Huskies. I just love watching them play. They have such a great energy.
Congratulations, Kieran.
Gavin Timmons of Powhatan High School. Gavin was a three-sport athlete as a member of the Powhatan High School cross-country team, track and field team, and wrestling team. In cross-country, Gavin was a 4A state qualifier, and as a part of the track and field's relay team, he earned another state qualifier in the 4x800 meter relay. His relay team also holds the school record in the 4x800 meters. In his 2020 wrestling season, he placed sixth in the 132-pound weight class. Gavin has earned All-A honor roll and is a member of Mu Alpha Theta. He volunteered as the race director for the Powhatan Warrior Run 5K and helped raise just over $1,000 for a veteran suicide prevention charity. Gavin will be attending Mississippi State University's Bagley College of Engineering, majoring in aerospace engineering, and he will be an AF ROTC cadet while attending college. And now let's get to know Gavin a little better.
Favorite food is dim sum, which is a Cantonese Chinese cuisine. Dream job from when I was a kid was being a fighter pilot in the United States Air Force. My favorite book is the Bible. Physics. My favorite TV show is How the Universe Works. My primary genre is gospel stuff. Favorite sports team is the Pittsburgh Penguins. If I could be any animal, it would be a peregrine falcon.
Congratulations, Gavin.
Carrie Neese of Douglas Freeman High School, whose scholarship is presented by the Universal Leaf Foundation. Carrie excelled in both lacrosse and soccer for Douglas Freeman. In soccer, she recorded 72 goals and 29 assists in her sophomore season. Her lacrosse accolades are numerous, with only 2 completed seasons. Her sophomore year, she was named first-team All-Conference, All-State, and All-Metro. She was named an All-American and Co-State Player of the Year. Over her high school career, Carrie has taken 8 AP classes and earned honor roll all 4 years. She has been a member of both the Red Cross Club and Lit World Teen Advocates. Carrie will be attending Duke University in the fall and will play both lacrosse and soccer. And now, let's get to know Carrie a little better.
I think my favorite subject now is English. It didn't used to be English, but this year I had a really good teacher. My favorite book right now is probably The Sky is Everywhere. I'm not much of a TV watcher, but I think my favorite show is Hannah Montana, maybe. My favorite food is a sweet potato because it can be made into fries or chips or just eaten plain, and it goes with everything. Right now, my favorite song is Mr. Perfectly Fine by Taylor Swift. This is about to make me look really bad, I feel like. I Just Can't Wait to Be King, probably, from The Lion King.
Congratulations, Carrie.
Grayson Clark of Mechanicsville High School, whose scholarship is presented by U-Crop's Homestyle Foods. Grayson is a member of the Mustangs cross-country, indoor track, and outdoor track teams. In cross-country, he is a 3-time All-Region selection and an All-State team member. In 2020, he took first place in the Region Indoor Track and Field Championships, and in 2021, he was in second place. Gavin earned the Responsibility Character Award, the Initiative Character Award, the Integrity Character Award, and the President's Award for Educational Excellence. He is a member of the Interact Club and Emerging Leaders Club, and he will be attending George Mason University to compete on their cross-country and track and field teams. And now let's hear from Grayson.
I would say it was when my team, we got third at the 4A cross-country state meet last fall. It was just really great to see all of the work pay off. My favorite subject is definitely history. This is a tough one. I eat a lot. I would have to say a good burger and fries. I love like a smokehouse burger with like onion rings and barbecue. Oh, it's so good. What was the first job I wanted as a kid? That's a tough one. I think I just wanted to be like a sports star. My favorite TV show is 90 Day Fiancé. Really funny, and it's just, I don't know, they're pretty crazy, so I just think it's really interesting. I would say maybe December by Taylor Swift, because I've listened to that before, and I definitely would not admit that to anybody. Dallas Cowboys. And because I just kind of, it was my dad's favorite team growing up, so I just kind of inherited that.
Congratulations, Grayson.
Landon Bostian of Mills Godwin High School, whose scholarship is presented by McGuire Woods. Landon is a 4-sport letter winner for the Eagles in basketball, lacrosse, cross country, and field hockey. Landon was the cross country state runner-up in 2021 and has the 3rd fastest time in Godwin history. And for lacrosse, Landon has been named first team All-Region and second team both All-State and All-Metro. In the classroom, Landon took 5 AP and 11 honors courses and was a member of the Spanish, National English, and National Honor Societies. She was a member of the Kiettes, Soho, Circle of Friends, and Beta. Landon is the first Godwin lacrosse player to commit to a D1 school and will be taking her talents to George Mason University in the fall. And now, let's get to know Landon a little better.
Probably my best sport memory would be winning regional champ my sophomore year for lacrosse. That was so much fun. Like, my team was just like awesome, and my dad was one of the coaches, so it was just like a really good experience. My favorite food, I would have to say, is baked ziti. The first job that I wanted was probably to be a teacher of some sort, probably kindergarten. I'm a big Justin Bieber fan. I don't know that, or his old music. I love all of his songs. I have some of those on my playlist. I would probably, if I could be any animal, I would probably choose to be a cheetah because they're really fast, and I feel like that would be fun. My favorite sports team would probably be UVA. Go Wahoos.
Congratulations, Landon.
Ian Sellers of Atlee High School, whose scholarship is presented by Dixon Hughes Goodman. Ian is an 11-time varsity letter earner for the Raiders, participating on their cross-country, indoor track, and outdoor track teams. He was a member of the 2021 All-State cross-country team. He's a 5-time All-State indoor track team member and a 5-time New Balance Nationals qualifier. He is a member of the National Honor Society and the German Honor Society, as well as a member of the Beta Club. And in his spare time, as if that is a thing for him, he owns a woodworking business named Palette Art by Ian. He plans to continue his education and running career at the University of Virginia. And now let's get to know Ian a little better.
It's got to be cross-country states. About 2 months ago, we won states with a pretty strong score for the first time in school history. I love math and I love chemistry, and I've always loved putting things together. I was addicted to Legos when I was little. So my parents have always said, you should be an engineer, and I've kind of always gone with that. My favorite food is probably pasta. Pre-race, chicken parmesan, every time. Good for You by Olivia Rodrigo. It's kind of blowing up literally right as we record this. If I were to be any animal, I feel like I'd be a cat. And I don't know why, because I don't think that matches my personality really well. My favorite sports team is Arsenal. I'm a big soccer fan. I've played my whole life.
Congratulations, Ian.
Rayne Weiss of Hanover High School. Rayne has excelled on the tennis court for the Hanover Hawks. Her freshman year, Rayne won the 4B State Tennis Doubles Championship. Her team won the state championship, and she was named to the All-Academic State Tennis Team. Her sophomore year, her team and Rayne repeated those accomplishments, but also added state tennis singles champion to her resume. This season, she's ranked number 17 in the USTA Mid-Atlantic region in the 18 and under junior rankings, and is currently ranked number 9 in the state. In the classroom, Rayne has received Hanover's Academic Excellence Award all 4 years and is an active National Honor Society member, helping with tutoring, a recycling program, a canned food drive, and book donation collections. Rayne will be attending Christopher Newport University and playing tennis.
My favorite subject is math, and this year it's also my favorite class with Miss Veach. It's calculus. The first job I wanted as a kid was to be a nurse or doctor to work with the younger generation. Probably AC/DC because I grew up listening to it when my parents had their CDs. So my favorite book was The Immortal Life of Henrietta Lacks. We actually read it in IB English, and I loved doing the different assignments that we did with it. It would probably be an elephant because they're a very tight family unit and they're one of the largest animals. My favorite sports team is the Washington Nationals, but if I had to select a specific sports player, it would probably be Roger Federer.
Congratulations, Rayne.
Jacob Plummer of L.C. Byrd High School. Jacob Plummer is a runner for the L.C. Byrd cross country, indoor track, and outdoor track teams. He was an all-state team member for cross country, 3,200 indoor, 1,600 outdoor, and 3,200 outdoor. He was also a multi-year Richmond Times-Dispatch All-Metro selection. He will graduate with an advanced diploma from L.C. Byrd Governor's Academy for Engineering. He will be attending the University of Virginia and will run for the Cavaliers' cross country and track team.
My best sports memory has got to be a freshman year when we won indoor states for the first time, because it came down to the very last event. So when we saw our team cross the finish line and we knew we won, we all were just so excited. So I go to an engineering school, so my favorite subject would be like sort of my physics classes. My favorite book, they actually just made a movie about it on Amazon Prime, but it's Without Remorse by Tom Clancy. I'll listen to older music, I'll listen to newer music. It's really just whatever song I'm liking at the moment. Definitely Bad Blood by Taylor Swift. Yeah, I think everyone listens to her, they just don't want to admit it. I'd have to say I'd be a Komodo dragon, just because I think they're like the closest thing to a real dragon that we have.
Congratulations, Jacob.
Sydney Clayton of Monacan High School, whose scholarship is presented by Truist and Truist Securities. Sydney is a 4-year letter winner on both the Chiefs soccer and basketball teams. For the soccer team, she's a 2-year captain, twice named second team All-Region, and this year was named an RTD player to watch. On the basketball court, Sydney was named first team All-Region and first team All-State her junior year, and her team went on to win the state championship. Sydney is graduating with a 4.74 GPA and took 10 AP classes during her high school career. She was named the AP U.S. History Student of the Year, Algebra 2 Student of the Year, West Point Leadership Award, and National Honor Society. Sydney worked at a COVID-19 testing facility during the pandemic and mentored at a physical therapy clinic. Sydney was accepted to William & Mary and plans on majoring in biology and environmental science. And now, let's hear from Sydney.
Probably biology, although I really love all the sciences. I also enjoy English, but biology is probably the most interesting. First job that I wanted as a kid was a scientist, because when I was in preschool, I dressed up as a scientist for career day, and I guess that decided my career trajectory. I think my favorite is probably the Percy Jackson series. I just love that series. I have so much nostalgia for that series. My favorite show is Community. I started watching it during quarantine, and it's really one of my comfort shows now. It helped me get through those initial first few months. Some artists I have on my playlist are Willow Smith. I love her music. I also love bands like Fall Out Boy and Imagine Dragons, that kind of music. I'd probably be an octopus because I think they are so fascinating, and the way they can like change their skin color and texture is just incredibly interesting.
Congratulations, Sydney.
Ryan Tremaine of Benedictine, whose scholarship is presented by the Ted Cox Memorial Scholarship Fund. Ryan is a 4-year member of the Benedictine wrestling team. He is a 2-time VISAA state champion and a Prep National All-American as a junior. He was also selected to the Richmond Times-Dispatch second team All-Metro. He is Benedictine's valedictorian and was named an AP Scholar with distinction. He is the cadet battalion commander, the highest ranking cadet at Benedictine, and is also the president of the Key Club and the class vice president. He has accepted an appointment to the U.S. Air Force Academy. And now let's hear from Ryan.
My favorite subject definitely is math, 100%. My favorite food is, and I apologize to my wrestling coach for this one, but definitely orange chicken from Panda Express. I don't remember it myself, but it's a running family joke that the first thing I said I wanted to be when I grew up was a miniature pony. I don't know how old I was when I said that. My favorite book would be All the Pretty Horses by Cormac McCarthy. There's something about the style of McCarthy's writing that just sticks in my head. Oh, Paper Planes by MIA. I love that song. That's actually probably one of my favorites too, but that's probably pretty embarrassing. If I could be any animal, I would be a trout. You know, swimming around in mountain streams seems like a pretty good deal to me.
Congratulations, Ryan. And congratulations to all of our finalists this evening.
Now, on to our runners-up. First, our female runner-up is Caroline Beau of Midlothian High School. Caroline is a 4-year letterman in cross-country, indoor and outdoor track. She graduated as team captain and won first team All-Metro for indoor and outdoor track. Caroline was also named All-Region and All-State in the 100 meters, 1600, 4x800, 800 meters, and 4x400 each year. On top of her accomplishments in cross-country and track, Caroline is graduating with a 4.87 GPA and was a Chesterfield County Public Schools Core Values Award and West Point Leadership Award winner. She served as the president of the Champions Together Club, member of FBLA, and an AP panel mentor. And now, let's hear from Caroline.
I think my best sports memory is actually winning our team indoor state title this winter. My favorite food is definitely peanut butter or ice cream. I can't go a day without either, so I love both equally. I think the first job that I wanted when I was a kid was a lifeguard, just because my sisters were both lifeguards and I really looked up to them when I was younger. Let It Go from Frozen. I love listening to that with my teammates. I think my favorite book is 1,000 Splendid Suns. I read that at the beginning of this school year. I think if I could be any animal, I would probably want to be a cheetah just because you can run really fast.
Congratulations, Caroline.
And our male runner-up is Elvin Edmonds IV of Hopewell High School. Elvin has been a 4-year starter for the Hopewell High School boys varsity basketball team and led them to their first state championship in 49 years. In 2021, he was voted the state Class III Boys Basketball Player of the Year, as well as the Richmond Times-Dispatch Player of the Year. He is Hopewell's career scoring leader and holds the record for career three-point field goals made, most three-pointers made in a single game, and the best season in career free throw percentage. He is a 3-year member of the National Honor Society and has participated in the John Tyler Community College dual enrollment program. He is an active member of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes and the Future Business Leaders of America. He will continue his basketball and academic career at Bucknell University. Now let's hear from Elvin.
My best sports memory is winning a state championship this past season. Pizza. I can eat that every day, all day. I think I'm gonna go with Animal Farm. Either How to Get Away with Murder or The Flash, one of those. Right now, I listen to a lot of Drake. I think it's called I'm Glad There's You by Julie London. It's like a really slow, like jazz song. I just like it. It's very soothing and relaxing. I like that song. Favorite sports team is the Oklahoma City Thunder. They haven't really been good the past couple years, but it's okay. It's okay. If I could be any animal, I would be a tiger. Because my dad used to call me that when I was little, like as a nickname. I just grew up, like that was always my favorite animal. It's still my favorite animal. I just like tigers.
Congratulations, Elvin.
And now, to conclude the evening, our 2 times dispatched and Sports Backers Scholar Athletes of the Year. And this year's Richmond Times-Dispatch Sports Backers Female Scholar Athlete of the Year is Ellie Horner of St. Catherine's School, whose scholarship is presented by the Richmond Times-Dispatch. Ellie was a 5-year varsity lacrosse member, 3-year varsity field hockey, and 3-year indoor track letterman for the Saints, where she served as a team captain her senior year for all 3 teams. Ellie holds the lacrosse school record for most goalkeeper saves despite her junior season being canceled due to COVID. She was named All-Metro in all 3 sports during her career. In lacrosse, she was named LIS Player of the Year in 2021 and All-State Second Team in 2019. In indoor track, she's a 2-time All-State winner, 3-time state champion, and holds the 2019 state meet record on the 4x400 relay team. In the classroom, Ellie also excels. She is graduating cum laude, having taken 7 AP courses. She was also named St. Catherine's Day honoree, which is awarded to the senior girl who best exemplifies the life of St. Catherine. Ellie is taking her talent to Cornell University next year, where she will play lacrosse. And now, let's hear from Ellie.
My best sports memory is when my St. Catherine's lacrosse team won the LIS championship in double overtime my sophomore year. Probably math or science. The first job that I wanted as a kid was probably being a teacher. My dad's a teacher, so you just kind of watch your parents and you want to follow in their footsteps. Favorite food is watermelon. My favorite book is probably Unbroken. A lot is Taylor Swift, Morgan Wallen. The most embarrassing song on my playlist is probably just some like Disney Channel soundtracks that I still listen to. My favorite sports team is the UVA basketball team.
Congratulations, Ellie.
And the 2021 Richmond Times-Dispatch Sportsbackers Male Athlete of the Year is Michael Bourne of Cosby High School, whose scholarship was presented by the Richmond Times-Dispatch. Michael has earned 11 varsity letters as a member of Cosby's indoor and outdoor track team, as well as the football team. As both a junior and a senior, he was the 6A state champion in the 55-meter hurdles, and he is the #1 hurdler in the 60-meter hurdles. He was also first-team All-State in indoor track, both his junior and senior seasons, and his second-team All-State in football his junior year. Michael has also been selected to the Richmond Times-Dispatch All-Metro team for the 110-meter and the 55-meter hurdles. Michael was awarded the West Point Leadership Award and is also part of the Beta Club and the Art Honors Society. Michael will be continuing his education and track career at the University of South Florida. And now let's hear from Michael.
It was my first regional championships my freshman year. I surprised myself running like a significant new best that ended up winning in a really, really close down to the line type race. Biology. I like chemistry as well. Like that's probably 2 of my favorite classes. First job as a kid, and it was only because like the head honcho that I've ever seen, like a boss, the real first boss, was my principal at my school. So I wanted to be the principal, to be in charge of everything. Her name was Mrs. Hunt at Beulah Elementary. My favorite book, and I read it every now and then, I love the Fahrenheit 451. I would be a deer because like there's lots of deers around where we live. You see them all the time, but like they don't really do much. They just hang out. As like an NFL team, I really like the Kansas City Chiefs because of the explosive offense, and that's what makes the game interesting, is an explosive offense.
Congratulations, Michael. And congratulations to all of our outstanding scholar athletes this evening. We are proud to recognize all of your hard work and dedication on the field, court, and on the track and in the classroom. This has been a challenging year, but you all are a true bright spot. You've been able to provide us with inspiration, hope, and excitement for the future through your many accomplishments. We wish all of you the best of luck as you begin the next stage of your lives.
Thank you again to our sponsors and donors that make this program possible. Again, if you are interested in supporting the program, you can make a donation to the Scholar Athlete Scholarship Endowment, which will help us create a lasting legacy of scholarships for Richmond's best and brightest for years to come. Please follow the link in order to donate. And thank you for tuning in tonight. Stay safe, stay healthy, and keep moving.